Hey there, so today we are discussing my top 5 favorite Jedi from the movies. I'll do a future video where I'll be including characters from outside the movies, but I'm going to limit myself for today to just characters that appeared in the movies. And also, Anakin Skywalker and Luke Skywalker are both off the list along with Obi-Wan Kenobi because they would be on my top, and I want to do other characters in those three, which are pretty major characters in the trilogy, so I excluded them. But Yoda and Mace Windu, they're still up. They are still accountable, and you will probably be seeing those two on my list. In my number 5 position, I have Kit Fisto. So pretty much, he's just a cool character. He just smiled after he pushed C-3PO in Attack of the Clones is neat, and then just his character design overall, and character himself. And also he can breathe underwater, and in Star Wars, he's now the fans actually like him, unlike the other Star Wars characters that can breathe underwater. But now let's talk about my number 4 position, which is Mace Windu. And well, Mace Windu, Samuel Jackson. I think I've said enough, but just cool, but I don't feel as connected to him as I do, or I don't like his characterization as much. There's all things I can say, but I just don't like him as much as my next characters. So in my number 3 position, I have Qui-Gon Jinn. You know, the wise, but still, you will. Let's see. I'm trying to think of how I could describe him in other way besides wise. Kind, considerate, almost like that uncle that you, not your eccentric uncle, but your uncle that you rarely get to see but you love visiting, but he's not your eccentric uncle. Does that make sense? So in my number 2 position, I have Plo Koon. He's a unique character, and really he was greatly expanded in the Clone Wars, but he first appeared in Revenge of the Sith, and there's just something about him. He's unique among the Jedi. He also found Ahsoka, who, if I was just doing all Jedi except for the three I mentioned that I'm excluding earlier, Anakin, Luke, and Obi-Wan, she would be top, but she did not appear in the movies. No movies at all, so she does not count. But I consider this is a good constellation. The Jedi Master Fountain being number 2 is a good constellation. But before I go on to number 1, let's talk honorable mentions. So, I have only 2 honorable mentions that I'm naming, but there's so many characters that I could. A few of them which I don't have on here include the Jedi Librarian, Jocasta Nu, and there's just so many others that I just won't get to. But the two I'm going to be listing are Lumina Unduli and Ki-Adi-Mundi. And I'm not going to say too much about them, but Ki-Adi-Mundi, very interesting design, and you should consider looking up his legend's history. It's quite interesting. So in my number 1 position is the Jedi Grandmaster Yoda, Mitch Yoda. Fun fact. Originally, George Lucas wanted to call him Mitch Yoda, but was talked out of it. So that's why we just call him Yoda. A very smart decision, the people who talked George Lucas out of calling Yoda with Mitch Yoda, which is weird. So there's my fun fact about Yoda, but a lot of other things I'm going to put out there too. He's just unique, wise, very considerate, like everyone, maybe, yeah, considerate to a degree, but everyone listens to him. They may not always accept it, but they listen to him. Everyone really does. I would even think if the Emperor had a troubling day and needed to confide with somebody, he would almost confide with Yoda, despite their differences. Maybe not a troubling day per se, but you know, say if the Emperor needed some advice on the Force, that'd be more realistic. I could have almost seen him going to Yoda saying, "I need some advice," even though they're enemies. There's just something about him, like Yoda gives out very good advice. You may not understand it until you think about it. And really, his most famous line, "Do or do not, there is no try," is explained in Star Wars Rebels, which is kind of takes away from its impact, but it gives it more impact, a more unique impact. So I could say a lot more about my top 5 favorite Jedi, excluding Obi-Wan, Anakin, and Luke, and and only those appearing in the movies. But I'm going to leave it at this. But before I go, I know I did use some pictures of the characters from the Clone Wars. It's only so I could recognize them in different situations, and their appearance in the Clone Wars did affect my perceptions of them. Just my main criteria was that they were not Obi-Wan, Luke, or Anakin, and they did not first appear in an animated television series in the Clone Wars. They had to first appear in a Star Wars movie. So that's why you are seeing those pictures, in case you're wondering why I have them. So now that I got that out of the way, please enjoy my exit cards and consider checking out the videos I'm linked that will be in those cards. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and comment down below. Check me out on social media, consider supporting me on Patreon, and feel free to visit my website and any of my other YouTube channels. Links are in the description down below. Subscribe to my channel for future Star Wars content. Have a good day or good night, wherever you are. May the Force be with you, always.